How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today we're checking out a Hamza deck. It's been a while since we played Hamza. One of the reasons to revisit Hamza at this point is that with Dominaria United, we actually got... not Dominaria United, with the Brothers War. That's the set that's most recent. God, my mind is leaving me. But with that set, we got a lot more just big, colorless creatures. And Hamza's ability really likes big, colorless creatures. I kept a pretty bad opening hand, but we might actually be able to pivot it into a victory. We're up against a Kodama deck, which is kind of just... or a Kodai deck, which is just like a 5-color free roll. So they could be doing any number of things. It's weird, though, how, like, with a lot of the 5-color decks, the second you see it, you know what is happening, right? Like, if you see a first sliver, you know you're going to be slivers. Tiamat, you got dragons. Golos, you pretty much know it's going to be ramping into big threats. Kinrith. Kinrith is also kind of a general purpose one, but he's kind of a higher power general purpose commander, right? Like if I wanna build around a theme, and I want that theme to be the main focus of the deck, I'll put Kodai in the command zone if I need 5 colors, because I know that if I play a Kodai, it's not going to take away from the it's not going to take away from the main aspect of the deck, because Kodai, inherently what it does is it protects a creature and it can get in some damage, right? Like those are not the kind of big swingy things that are going to decide a game of Brawl. Like you can pump it a bunch of times, right? And that could be a cool deck ideal, but I don't know what our opponent's doing, but this kind of looks like so basically whenever I build an unfair deck, one of the things I do is we don't have any mana. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna play a cat. Put a 1/1 counter on our cat. One of the things I try to always focus on is having a decent mana base and having a lot of ramp. So I'm thinking it might be... is this 5-color cycling? That would be the most sense, right? Dude, that's kind of sick. Like, we have a lot of 5-color cycling cards, so it makes sense. We need another white source. Get back our Pridekin. So he gives trampled everything with a +1/+1 counter on it, which is really, really good. New perspectives. It's a really good cycling card. They're unfortunately they are a little short of using its full effect. But if they get something like Teferi's Insight, that'll quickly change, right? We might just be out of luck. We can give them an ordering puzzle. Although, with how their decks... with the Savavi... Alright, well... now they target it twice. But I guess they were going to have to use 2 targets anyways, right? Throes of Chaos. Oh, that's bad. That puts a -1/-1 counter on our creatures, which, with the rulings of how magic works to keep things simple, +1/+1 counters get cancelled out by -1/-1 counters. Doesn't matter though, because they activate the lion too. Yeah, I think we've been out janked. To be fair, like a good Hamza deck isn't really jank, but let's throw down a Hamza. Or he's gonna concede on the spot, but like if they can get through the 5 toughness. I thought about recording a game of Commander today on MTGO. I don't really have any new decks, so it's literally just let's get rid of everything if we can. They might have a counter spell. 1 blue mana, 2 blue mana. I don't think this one's blue, but nope. So they just had 2. Put him back in the command zone. Yeah, Kadami was actually a good choice for the commander too, because right, if that circumstance, any other Wrath wouldn't have done the job completely. We got rid of the commander temporarily. Next turn we can play an Elesh Norn. Our Hour of Revelation is looking kind of dicey, if I'm being honest. I guess we do this first then. This gets us 6 lands. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So they flash in the Kodai here, it doesn't kill us. Right? I hope it doesn't. They only have 1 green source, so they can only get them to 8 unless they... Well, there's a second green source. They only have 1 black source, so we're good. I do need a creature with reach. We've killed it again, but it is just gonna come back. Let's play an Elesh Norn. So he comes back, but he can attack this turn. This is literally all I have, though, so we are just dead. Yes, GG. Like, we can swing in. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they have exactly enough. And they pump it and we lose. You know, maybe I sell Kodai short, but Kodai, I don't know, I just feel as though he is the least scary of the 5-color commanders, right? Because his competition is the first sliver that gives all of your other creatures in the deck Cascade, Golos that pays half of its commander tax up front and lets you cast 3 free spells per turn for 7 mana. Even Kenris just has a bunch of bonkers abilities attached to it. So it's just the least exciting, right? And that's why I think it's the least scary. But I might be wrong. Like, General Tazri might be the least scary. Oh, and then there's Jonah that just gives all your Legends Cascade. For some reason on Arena, they like printing commanders that give all of your stuff Cascade. Mulligan. Mulligan? Huh. Our deck really doesn't like white mana for some reason. So one of the cards that I've put in the deck that I'm just thinking that might be okay is Teething Wurmlet. Because we're going to play the 2 mana mana rocks anyways. So you can come down on 1, you can attack for 2 on turn 2. Draw a card here because we're severely undermined on card advantage. Not what we wanted. Man, Suchi Cave Guard could be really cool. I don't know, this is one of the cards that I want to figure out how to use. A Dust Champion off of Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. A classic. Always an interaction I love to see. Well, it's okay. Toski has to attack here. Teething Wurmlet doesn't. Next turn we'll have 6 mana, so we can draw 3, put a 5-drop into play. Or we could cast Hamza. Bajukabog. Now there's a card I haven't seen in a while. A card that I really should just play more. Because I run a lot of black decks. And I never really put it in my deck. But entering the battlefield tap feels bad. Like, you could just put in a Scavenging Grounds, right? And, like, with the Scavenging Grounds, yeah, it's colorless. Yeah, it costs 2 mana, but you choose when it happens. So you don't have to choose between making your land drop and using your Graveyard Hate. If they can sack and give it indestructible, I don't really care. So we could go Hamza, which would reduce our Suchi Cave Guard by 1. So that on the following turn we can cast it for 7, and then like Rishkar's expertise digs us out of the hole we find ourselves in. So the rules for this turn is that Hamza has to survive. But other than that, we can sacrifice anything else. Except for the Hedron Archive. The Hedron Archive also has to survive. I guess we can attack with this. Yeah, next turn's where we plan on coming back into this. But until then, we're a little... I feel behind. Pretty sure I turned card styles off in the settings, but this is Dracula. Weird that his Valkyrian Forebearer is not not legendary, whereas you would think that Dracula, the Blood Immortal, would be legendary. It's weird how that happens. That's a devil, not a vampire. I will take 4. Next turn I'm going to have a lot of fun, though. Like, a lot of fun. Draw 8. Hey, look, it's all my lands. Let's see if they're willing to make some trades. Trading Dusk for Worm, I think, is fine. A 1-drop per 5 is... That's a good plan, right? Next turn we go a bit crazy, though. We get to play our Elesh Norn, which is a bit okay against their board. It's gonna kill a Renata. That's fine. The Great Henge provides her effect, so I'm not too worried. So let's start with Gwenna. I didn't think I'd draw her. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to kill. Try to kill Soren. Indestructible is nice, but it's not gonna get out of the problem, right? The new Elesh Norn is going to be a decent commander on Brawl, I think. Like, the problem is that the enter the battlefield triggers are not great. You can have the weak one. Well, actually, I should have given him back Dracul. Because Dracul just immediately dies. Yeah, but next turn we have Gwenna, we have Great Henge. Like, in theory, we should be pretty decent. Well, let's get a Platinum Angel. This is rough. So we could sack our archive to draw 2 cards. We just don't really have enough power with Elesh Norn on board to, Toski might save the day too. We didn't draw a single creature. Wow. I got one in my yard though. So we draw 2. No, we just untap. Well, that's all we have. 3 lands can go. We'll keep the mana rocks just in case. You know, I didn't put Eternal Witness in this deck. I probably should have. I kind of wanted the creatures to enter the battlefield and just have the counters, right? Like, some of them, like Gwenna can make them later on, and Renata, but for the most part I wanted them to just enter with creatures. Enter the battlefield and die. It's a heavy Dragon Spark reactor. But we can block. I think the game is over. Jen has not really acknowledged that possibility yet, though. There we go. We got 1 more to go, and then we will have completed our set of 3. We are 1-1, I believe. Ignore the quest log. Ignore the quest log. We have been diligent, I swear. Swear. Yeah, no, today is actually the 27th of January, and that happens to be my birthday, so I have not been as diligent with my quest log as I would have liked to have been this week, so I figure I might as well get in a couple of games. Besides, of the things to do on one's birthday, you should do things you enjoy, and playing Magic is definitely one of the things I enjoy. And playing like I don't want to say that Hamza's a powerful deck. He is powerful in some regards, but he's also not, he's not like cancerous powerful. The dude's got, abilities, but he's not sit down across the table from him and never want to play Magic again. He's somewhere in the middle. We're going to get Fight Rigging down next turn, and then we need a creature, but that's going to be a problem for another day. An Exclamation seems like something I want. Of course, if they destroy Fight Rigging, I'm sad, but... Hey! I have a 3/2 now. I need a 3rd land, or 4th land, so that I can get my, I might actually be the one that has to end up destroying my own creature. It'll be Doomblade, so we can get rid of that thing. We're gonna take at least 9. I think at least 12 next turn. Doesn't he have an ability that just auto-equips? Yeah, I'll block the token. I'm pretty sure he does, yeah. So I think I'm gonna pass. And then I can Doomblade and leave up Settle the Wreckage. So that if there's a hasty boy, I just don't have to worry about it. Resolve. Boy, my Benalish Knight-Counselor has just gotten all of the kills. Tapped. Yeah, so I can't do it this turn. Why would you do it that way? I know I don't have any black cards in hand, but I will have a black card. So, just don't do this to me, deck. Resolve. Helm of the Host, okay. Let's not do that. And let's move on to our second main phase. Cast a Nyx Bloom Ancient, which is nice. Just attack. We can't really list, right? Two creatures, two bears, green. Let's play our Hamza. Let's draw 3 cards. Halo lands. Monumental Fall. Defiler Figure. Elesh Norn. Cold Steel Heart. Like, we lost our protection for the turn, but we have enough of a board that I'm not too worried about it. I think we have beat the equipment deck. And this is one of the reasons why Boros, as of late, has not been my favorite color combination. Because it's just kind of this, over and over again. And, I don't really think it works that well, honestly. GG, poor Boros Commander. He was Gwen, right? But that has black in it. But it was really Boros equipment. Either way, a couple of fun games. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.